students. So today again we are with class 9 maths. The new chapter we are going to start, that is called rectilinear figure, and the chapter number that is 13 over here. Okay, chapter number 13, rectilinear figure. In this particular chapter, few of the things has been removed. So we are going to first we will deal with the quadrilateral and the types of quadrilateral. After that we will discuss the question. So first of all, what is rectilinear figure? Okay, a plane figure made entirely of a line segment. Okay, means a plane figure which is made up of line segment, that is called rectilinear figure. It can be anything which is made up of line, like polygon. We can tell polygon. Okay, quadrilaterals, we mean the figure bounded by the four sides. It is a rectilinear figure. Okay, so here one example I have given of a quadrilateral. Means inside a rectilinear we can tell quadrilateral is one branch which is having four sides. Clear? Polygon, you can tell polygon will cover that all the sides, means all the type of the rectilinear figure. Now a plane figure made up entirely of line segment, that is called rectilinear figure. So whether we are seeing this quadrilateral satisfy that particular or not. So A, B, C, D and D, C and DA. Okay, these are the four line segments. AB is a line segment, DC is a line segment, CD is a line segment and AD is a line segment. So this figure is made up of four line segments. That is called a quadrilateral. Clear with this? So one thing is that the sum of all the angle of a quadrilateral, that is equals to 360 degree. I have written over here the sum of all the angles. Okay, this is called angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So inside a quadrilateral, first thing that we are going to deal, that is called trapezium. So how the trapezium look like? So this type of figure, when we are going to deal with this type of figure, this is called trapezium. Means this particular side is parallel to this particular side. Clear with this? And these are non-parallel sides. Clear with this? This is called trapezium. In trapezium, nothing more we have to. These two are only we need to know that these two are parallel. This is the property. Clear with this? Further, if you want some more detail about that, then you can draw a line parallel to this. Okay, from here you can construct and you can mark it by this particular. So this will be a trapezium. So here you will have one other quadrilateral, that is called rhombus. Parallelogram over here and one triangle. Okay, so this particular is called trapezium over here. And coming to next, that is called isosceles trapezium. Okay, so isosceles trapezium is the trapezium. It is the trapezium of same kind, but the thing is that this side is parallel to this side and this side is equal to this particular side. This is called isosceles trapezium. Okay, this is isosceles trapezium and nothing more. All the properties means sum of all the angle, that is will be equal to 360 over here also. These two lines are parallel. Further you can use whatever the properties of parallel line we are having. So what is a parallelogram? Coming to this particular parallelogram. Okay, in parallelogram we are having this type of figure. Okay, this type of figure is there, and we know that this side is parallel to this particular side, this side is parallel to this particular side. Okay, means opposite sides are parallel. First thing. Second thing, opposite sides are equal also. Okay, these opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. This is the property of a parallelogram. Rest means opposite sides are parallel. When you will go draw the diagonal and that all, you will get other things also. So if you draw the diagonal like this, okay, diagonal of this particular parallelogram, so diagonal bisect each other. Okay, means this diagonal is bisecting this particular diagonal and this diagonal is bisecting this particular diagonal is bisecting each other. Okay, this is called a parallelogram. Clear with this? Here also the sum of all the angle of this particular parallelogram will be equal to 360 because it is a quadrilateral. And coming to the next, that is rectangle over here. So in a rectangle we can tell that rectangle is also a parallelogram, but the thing is that parallelogram having one of the angle that is equals to 90 degree, then we can tell that it is a rectangle. So here rectangle opposite sides are parallel and equal to, okay, opposite sides are parallel and equal, and all the angles are 90 degree. Each and every angles are 90 degree. Okay, and here the diagonal bisect each other. Both the diagonal bisect each other. Okay, equally bisect each other. So this is the property of rectangle. Coming to rhombus. So rhombus is a figure. You can tell that this type of figure we are having in rhombus. Not exactly like that. Wait once. For rhombus you can tell a figure like this. Okay. This type of figure where all the sides are equal. Okay. And opposite sides are parallel. All the sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel. Okay, opposite angles are equal. Clear with this? Opposite side angles are equal. This is the property diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree. Things to remember. Diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree here in this particular rhombus. Clear with this? Here coming to that square. Square is this type of figure. Square is just similar to that rhombus, but the angles are 90 degree and rest things are same. Okay, opposite sides are equal also. All the sides are equal basically, and opposite sides are parallel. Each and every angle is 90 degree. Clear with this? And diagonal bisect each other. Okay, at 90 degree. Here one more condition. Here also diagonal bisect at 90 degree, and in this also diagonal bisect at 90 degree. Clear? Diagonal bisect each other equally. Okay, each other bisecting other diagonal equally. Okay, here the diagonal bisect each other. This particular all the means half diagonal will be equal, the length of half diagonal. Okay, so this is called the square. Coming to the next, that is kite. So for kite we need to draw it like this. Further you can put it like this also. Clear with this? This side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side. Okay, so this is the kite, and these two sides are equal and these two sides are equal. Further you can tell that this particular angle is equal to this particular angle. Sum of all the angle, that is equals to, you know that that will be equals to 360 degree. So these are the properties of kite. So now we will see that how to solve the question of this particular chapter. So now we are coming to the exercise question, and the first question we are going to deal, and the question is that if two angle of a quadrilateral is 40 degree and 110 degree, other two are in ratio 3:4. So first of all, question number 1, what it is said, two angles are given. The first angle that is given 40 degree and the second angle is given 110 degree, and the second condition that is given, other two angles are in ratio 3:4. Okay, other two angles are in the ratio 3:4. So in this particular question, how we are going to deal? If suppose other two angle means this third and fourth angle is given. If this is the first angle, this is the second angle. Okay, like this we are marking, and here we are having third angle and fourth angle are given in the ratio. So how we are going to deal? Okay, sum of all the angles of a quadri equals to 360 degree. We know this, that the sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral, that is equal to 3. I already explained about that. So first angle, second angle, third angle and fourth angle, the sum of all the angles, that we are asking. Okay, if suppose we are having a quadrilateral like this, look with this. So if one angle is given 40 degree, second angle is given 110 degree, sorry, 110 degree. This angle and this angle is given in ratio 3x and 4x. Fine with this? In ratio it is given. So how we will do? 40 degree plus 110 degree plus 3x plus 4x, that is equals to 360 degree. So 7x equals to 360 degree minus 150 degree. Clear up to here? So 7x is equals to 210 degree, x equals to 30 degree. Fine with this? So other two angles, so one first angle is 3x, that is equals to 3 into 30, that is equals to 90 degree, and the other angle is 4x. So 4 into 30 degree, that is equals to 120 degree. So we have got all the angles. The two angles were given. One is 40, one is 110. Third we have got that is equal to 90 degree, and fourth we have got 120 degree. So in this order we have to solve this particular exercise, this type of question when we are getting. So now we are coming to question number 2. So it is said that if the angle of a quadrilateral taken in order are in the ratio 1:2:3:4, prove that it is a trapezium. We need to prove that it is a trapezium. Okay. So how to solve this particular question? First of all, what it is given in the question, that should be very clear to everyone. Question number 2, it is given that the angles are in 1:2:3:4. First of all, leave what we have to prove. First of all, find the value of this. This is the first thing. So sum of all the angles, that is equals to, we know that 360 degree. So we can write that x plus 2x plus 3x plus 4x, that is equals to 360 degree. Any problem? I have not written the statement over here. In earlier question I have written, so you can do it from there. How to write the statement? Only you need to write that sum of all the angles of the quadrilateral, that is equal to 360 degree and nothing else. So 3x plus 3x, 6x plus 4x, that is equals to 10x. 10x equals to 360 degree. X equals to how much? 36 degree. Any problem up to here? I think that no one is having any type of problem. So first angle, that is x. X equals to this much. Second angle, that is 2x. That is equals to 2 into 36 degree, 72 degree. Fine with this. Third is 3x. So when we will multiply this with 3 is multiplied with 36. Clear with this now? So when we are multiplying, we will get 108 degrees. Okay, 108 degree. 4x. When we will multiply 4 with 36 degree, then we will get 144 degree. Okay. So these are the angles. The first angle, second angle, third angle, and fourth angle. So we need to prove that it is a trapezium. So I already explained about the properties of a trapezium. Okay. We can make this trapezium in this particular order. Okay. Okay. So here, if suppose this particular angle is 144 degree. This particular angle it is given 108 degree. This particular angle it is given 72 degree, and this angle it is given 36 degree. Clear with this? So what is the condition? This side is parallel to this particular side. Clear with this? Two larger angles, these are the larger angles. Okay, greater than 90 degrees. So we registered the greater than 90 degree angles over there. Fine with this? This line is parallel to this line. Parallel lines property. Okay, when we are dealing with two parallel lines, sum of this angle and this angle, that is equals to 1. So these two angles, so sum of this angle plus this angle, let this be angle 1, this be angle 2. Angle 1 plus angle 2 equals to 180 degree. What is the property? Angle on the same side of angle on the same side of a transversal. Sum of angle on the same side of a transversal is called 180 degree. Okay, this is the property. So this angle plus this angle. Okay, 6 plus 4, that is equal to 10. 4 plus 4, 8, 180. So sum of these two angles, that is equal to 180 degree. Sum of these two angles equal to 180 degree. So let it be angle 1, this be angle 2, this angle 3, this angle 4. Okay. So I am erasing this particular for your understanding. I have written. Again, I will write down. You have little confusion. So angle 1 plus angle 4, that is equal to 180 degree. Angle 2 plus angle 3, that is equal to 180 degree. Angle on the same side of a transversal. Okay. Whenever we are having angle on the same side of a transversal, if this sum are equal, means angle 1 plus angle 4, is equal to 180 degree, and angle 2 plus angle 3, that is equals to 180 degree. So we can tell that this particular line is parallel to this particular line. One of the opposite sides are parallel. That is the property. If this line is parallel to this line, then we can tell that it is a trapezium, and nothing else we need to do in this particular question. Okay. So coming to the next question. So for more clarity, we can write that this particular angle 1 plus 4, that is equals to 36 degree plus 144 degree, that is equals to 180 degree. So we were dealing with these two. Okay. And this again coming to this angle 2, that is equals to 72 degree plus 108 degree. This is also equals to 180 degree. Clear with this? So all this satisfying this. So we can tell that it is a trapezium. Coming to question number 5. Question number 5 bit 2 it is. Okay. In this question it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. We need to find the value of x and y. So these things are clearly visible. What I have written? I have written this, the value of this particular angle as given in the question. So this is written that 3x minus 20 degree and x plus 40 degree, and here y plus 15 degree. Okay. So first of all, I would like to explain you the property of parallelogram for this particular question. Okay. Property of parallelogram is same for every question, but once recalling you, maybe it is not clear then. For parallelogram, these opposite sides are parallel and equal. It is parallel and even parallel and equal. Okay, you can write it like this. Okay, parallel and equal. This particular angle will be equal to this particular angle. Opposite angles are equal. Clear with this? If we mark this as angle 1, this as angle 2, this as angle 3, and this as angle 4, so you can tell that angle 1 plus angle 4 equals to 180 degree. Angle 1 plus angle 2, that is also equals to 180 degree. Okay, similarly angle 2 plus angle 3, that is also equals to 180 degree. Angle 3 plus angle 4 is equals to 180 degree. Okay, these are the properties of a parallelogram. What we need over here, so I am not discussing with the diagonals and that all. So in this order we can solve this particular exercise, this particular question. So we are having that 3x minus 20 degree, that is equals to x plus 40 degree. Fine. What I said, opposite angle of a parallelogram is equal. So angle 1 is equals to angle 3. Fine with this? Or these two are opposite. Whatever is the naming, whatever you want to give. If I am giving that A, B, C, D. Okay. So we can tell that angle A is equals to angle C by the property of a parallelogram. So this x will come, then 2x, this 2 will go that side. Then 40 plus, then it will be 60 degree. So x we have got, that is equals to 30 degree. So one value has been done. We have got one value. So now coming to the second question. Okay, we need to find the value of y. In order to find the value of y, we can write it like this: angle A plus angle B, that is equals to 180 degree. Angle on the same side of a transversal. Because these two lines are parallel, then we can treat this as a parallel transversal. The basic concept, or this angle plus this angle, that will be equal. You can write that by the property of a parallelogram. Nothing else to do in this. Okay. So by the property of parallelogram, angle A is equals angle A plus angle B, that is equals to 180 degree. So angle A, that is equals to 3x minus 20. Okay. Plus y plus 15 equals to how much? 180 degree. So 3x, what is the value of x? So 90 minus 20 plus y plus 15, that is equals to 180 degree. These are in degree. Okay. So 90 degree minus 20, that will be equals to 70. 70 plus 15, how much? 85. Y plus 85 degree equals to 180 degree. Up to here, any problem in this particular question? I think there is no problem with this. Then we can tell that y equals to 180 degree minus 85 degree. Then y equals to 95 degree. So we got the solution over here. Y equals to 95 degree and x equals to, we have got 30 degree. So we got the solution. Similarly, what you have to do, you need to solve each and every question up to question number 5 at least you complete. In the next class we will continue. And one more thing, you need to solve each and every example of this, very important examples of this exercise. So solve all the examples. Okay, thank you students.